So Gospel Center Rescue Mission has essentially 8 programs, most of which are introductory in nature, in that they're something that we do to attract clients to the rescue mission, to become acquainted with us and the programs here, and then with the ultimate goal of moving the client from the emergency services, meeting immediate needs, to programs that resolve the underlying issues. Our programs begin with the emergency lodging program. There's a daily average of 78 men, 7 women, and 2 children, for a total of 87 people in the emergency lodging program. Then the New Life program, in its various phases, has a daily average of 31 men, 22 women, 14 children. Life Skills program, which is essentially addressed at developing women who need to be able to become single parent household managers. The Representative Payee program has a daily average of 495 clients. The Gleason House Clinic sees on a typical day, sees 10 to 13 clients. We serve 271 meals every day to all the clients in the various programs. We typically give out 147 pieces of clothing. All of the rescue mission programs, again, are programs that bring people into the rescue mission with immediate problems. And we try to meet those immediate problems. Addiction issues, which is the underlying problem or underlying issue in most homeless people's lives.
My name is Alan Foster. I am 39 years old, and I am currently in the HH program, the aftercare of New Life.
Samantha Radine. I'm 22 years old, and I'm in the drug addiction program.
Okay, my name is Pam. I was in the Life Skills program. I'm 56. I came to New Hope in 2009, July.
My name is Dallin Potter. I'm in the New Life program here at the Gospel Center Rescue Mission.
I was lost. I had destroyed my entire well-being as far as my physical health, my family interactions. I was on the streets homeless. It was a terrible time in my life that I needed help.
I was in a trailer with a 2-man trailer with 3 people, 2 dogs and a cat, and I was on the floor next to the cat box. It was very depressing.
I've struggled with alcohol for 20, 30 years. I've been in and out of AA. I've done behavioral health. I was in Kaiser outpatient, but ran out of insurance. So having addiction wasn't something just new to me.
I relapsed in March, got my 2 kids taken away, and I wanted to get them back, so I wanted to put myself in a live-in program.
On my 13th birthday, I was introduced to marijuana and both methamphetamines. Immediately, I fell in love with both.
It was in my family, mom's side, my dad's side. Well, not my dad's side, it was just my dad. I knew about it early on. I used with my peers around 16.
I did crystal meth, and I wanted to lose weight, so that's why I started doing it. And then I stopped after I got pregnant and married to my ex-husband. And then after that, I was depressed because we got divorced, and so I started using again to numb myself from it.
It was about probably age 15, junior high school, friends. Alcohol was, I believe, my first episode, and then I didn't continue with that on a regular basis. No, it just, over the years, it just progressed. Like I said, it just progressed gradually. We considered ourselves, well, weekend alcoholics. We would do our schoolwork. We were involved in school, and some of us worked. But then on the weekends we'd let loose a little bit because everybody did. That was, the early 70s.
Because I ran out of places to go, and I was I felt lost and abandoned by my family and everybody.
5 years into my addiction was when I had my first son. Becoming a responsible parent was really not even an option for me. I was married to this drug in my life.
We'd laugh about it, and everybody was doing it, or everybody did it. But then it just progressed, and I found that I was, once I started, I couldn't stop.
One of the ladies that used to work here was staying there, and she told me about New Hope Family Shelter. So I came over here.
I'd heard about this through Dr. Ben Morrison, who's my doctor at Gleason Center, or Gleason House, which is next door.
I was over on California Street at Empowerment Inc. for 2 weeks, and they closed down. So then my counselor, Deborah, brought me over here and said that this was a safe place to be at.
It was suggested that I needed more of a disciplined, structured community to live in or to be part of, rather than just an outpatient, one day at a time AA type meeting or program.
That a pastor from one of the local churches in Manteca had walked directly in front of me, which I knew at one time in the past. And so I battled with doubt and coincidence. And when he came back from out of the store, I approached him broken, and he took his wife home. He came back and picked me up. He got me a motel room for the night. He bought me dinner. And he told me that if I want to see God work in my life, that it's my responsibility to be at his office the following morning. And he brought me to the Gospel Center Rescue Mission.
Getting I would say a better outlook on my life and what my problems were. Every day I'm learning more and more about myself.
Well, I've learned to look in the mirror, to examine myself, the way I think, the way I look at other people now. I'm no better than anybody else that's out there still struggling with homelessness or addiction.
Things take time. I've learned appreciation, gratefulness, sharing. I've learned a lot. I learned my goals are attainable. I've learned trust and being part of a family again.
How to set boundaries with people, take care of my responsibilities. I've been doing relapse prevention for the drug addiction track. Also, work therapy helps us to get back on our feet and get motivated to go out there and look for jobs and learn how to cope with it.
I've reconciled with my family. I've got trust levels now, not only upon my fellow peers and my staff members that I work with, but my family. And my most important accomplishment is reestablishing that connection with God.
Just getting myself back on track, my self-confidence and being able to help others. It got me back. So yeah, I'm able to accomplish a lot.
There's always that one relapse just sitting right on your shoulder. We all have one left in us, and it's just so easy to do. I've done it many, many times, but now I know why. So it's helping. We're learning, we're growing, we're evolving every day.
Never give up hope. At the deepest time of your life, when you're feeling that there's nothing else, there is someone there, and it's a God that cares about you. And if you give yourself a half a chance, he'll be there to help you get through and make it.
If you're doing drugs or alcohol, please go and get help. You may think you're not addicted, but it can catch up to you quicker than you know it, and you don't want to lose what you love in your life, so please go get help.
But I would just say don't give up. I almost gave up to a point to where I wasn't going to commit suicide, but I was on my way to killing myself if I kept doing what I was going to do.
The donors, I think, are considered angels from heaven. If it wasn't for the donors, these walls and these facilities would not be able to continue with changing the lives of which it's impacted over the years and the years to come. For me as a client, I want to say thank you.
It's not just us that are in this program that I thought that's what this was, a rehab center, but it's what they do for the people out on the street, a place for them to go, and gives them a little hope.
Thank you for helping us out. You give us a place to stay. You helped us get our kids back. It's safe here. You help us with food. You help us with clothing. And you're a big blessing to have you here in our lives.
Thank you. Many times we thought we were going to lose this place because of the lack of donations. And thank you.
Yeah, just for a safe place to go, even though it's not the safest place in Stockton, but we all feel secure. We're all getting, I've been here for almost a couple months now, getting to know some of the guys better, some of the counselors and some of the personnel, a place to eat, a safe place to sleep. And we do have fun here. It's not like, people think of a rehab center and it's not all gloom and doom. It's more of a positive community that we create here.
Thankful for clothes on my back, food in my stomach, my daughter's stomach, a roof over our head, a safe place to be at, and to just help us get through everything.
Bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise.